Hey, this is George Rawlin. A fella sent me a old Mount Vernon, I believe it's a 37 Bach. Uh, it's in really, really good condition. Um, it was the slides were stuck pretty well. In fact, the first valve slide I've still got to do a little bit of work on. But it was really fun to bring this old horn back to life. Uh, the bell was, I call it torqued, but it wouldn't sit flat, and it was waving all around, and it all through here it had waves of different directions. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe over the last 25 years in somebody's case that happened. But at any rate, uh, what I wanted to do is this is mainly for him so he can hear his trumpet. And I'm playing this on my 3C equivalent, which is actually a 3B, and I'm using a Warburton 12 star backbore. I tend toward big backbores and smaller mouthpieces, so I'm not sure what I'll be able to do with a little bit larger mouthpiece on this backbore, but it'll give you an idea of how the horn responds. And so this is kind of down and dirty. There's no effects or anything else. I'm just playing straight into the mic. The reason I did that F to G thing several times is on most horns, unless they're set up right and the tension is in the right spots, there's a break between top line F and G where the G begins to give you more resistance. But in this case, it stays even and maybe even gets a little more open. So back to whatever I can get out. I've been tweaking all day, so no warm up. You get what you get. All right. So if you tweak a horn, excuse me, if you tweak a horn right, you're going to end up with an A that has a slot. And I know so many players that agonize over going up above F sharp or G. I had a fellow in London call me for a Skype lesson a week or two ago, and he was playing one of the big shows there, and I mean, the guy's got a double C, but the problem was when he got to F sharp, he came to a block, and then the G he had to work a whole lot harder for. So as a result, the show he was playing had a gazillion G's in it, and he was getting tired. And sometimes it's just a mental thing, sometimes just a thought. Uh, uh, and what I always try to do is make sure that this lower jaw is holding forward when I'm going from F sharp to G or G to A or whatever. But the main thing is the horn has got to have the notes on them slotted before you pick up the horn to play it. And there's not every horn that you can put an A on. I mean, there's some real expensive horns out there that are pieces of doo-doo when it comes to getting an A slot on it. You got to use third valve or you got to use second valve or open, and it's really not an A. And for me, I've always liked to play an A and a B flat and a B and a C. Don't ask me to hit a B flat, a B, and a C. An A is pretty good for me today on this huge mouthpiece and big backbore. But so that is this Bach Mount Vernon 37 tweak for y'all to hear. And I got to get back to work. I've got four more horns on the bench that need to go out by Friday, and today is Wednesday afternoon, pretty late, 4:30 in the afternoon. All right, bless y'all. Bye.